I am Dr. W.B. Gulnade from Kamla Nehru Mahavidyalaya, Nagpur. Today we are going to discuss the VSEPR theory. Already we have discussed some regular types of molecules. Now today we are discussing the compound or molecules which contain one lone pair, two lone pair, three lone pair of electrons around the central atom in addition to the bond pair of electrons. So different types of example based on the stereochemical rules given by Gillespie. We are discussing the geometry of such type of molecules, and today we are discussing the examples, that is the xenon difluoride molecule, xenon tetrafluoride molecules, SO3, SO2 molecules, H3O plus, and also we are going to discuss the geometry of ACF4 sulfur tetrafluoride and CnF3 chlorine trifluoride molecules. So detail their geometry on the basis of Gillespie's rule. We are discussing about these some examples of the inorganic molecules. So the topic is stereochemistry and bonding in main group compounds, and this is the part number 3 of the VSEPR theory. And here today we are discussing some examples, that is applications of VSEPR theory. And in this case the shape of SF4, ClF3, XeF4, XeF2, H3O plus, ICl2 minus, SO3, SO2. We are taking the geometry of all these examples. And now first is the first molecule is SF4 molecule. In case of SF4, central atom is sulfur, and sulfur atom number is 16. Electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p4. So there are 6 electrons in the valence shell, and these are the solid dot shows by these are the electrons, 6 electrons of sulfur, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and out of 6 electrons, 4 electrons taking part in the sharing with the electrons of 4 fluorine atoms, and in this case there are 4 bond pair of electron, 1, 2, 3, 4, and remaining electron are as a lone pair, so there is a 1 lone pair. So total electron pairs are 5. So out of 5 electrons, so whenever there is a 5 electron pair, according to the rule number 1, presence of 5 electron pair, the geometry is a trigonal bipyramidal. So this is trigonal bipyramidal geometry. And in also ground state there are only 2 unpaired electrons, but we require 4 unpaired electrons, so it is possible by the promotion of 1 electron from this 3p to the 3d orbital. So now in the excited state there are 4 unpaired electrons, and in this case 1s, 3p and 1d orbital undergo hybridization shown here. So 1s, 3p and 1d orbital undergo hybridization forming sp3d hybridization. So presence of 5 electron pair and hybridization is sp3d hybridization. The shape of the molecule is trigonal bipyramidal shown here. This is the lone pair. Here this orbital here contains the lone pair. So the trigonal bipyramidal. In case of trigonal bipyramidal there are 2 positions. One is axial position and second is the equatorial position. So now 1 lone pair is there. So whether the lone pair should be present at equatorial position or at axial position. So there are 2 possibilities of placing the electron. So here in the figure A, lone pair is at axial position. In figure B, lone pair is at equatorial position. Now out of these 2, when the lone pair is at here equatorial position, then in that case it is observed that there is a minimum repulsion and that is maximum stability, and because of that this is the most stable structure as compared to this. So this structure is similarly shown here. This is nothing but the seesaw geometry of the SF4 molecule, and here this bond angle is 173, this bond angle is 101, this is 89. So it is shown with a bond angle. So figure B is the most stable. So in this case of SF4 molecule, we can say that there are 2 ways of writing the structure of SF4, that is lone pair may occupy either equatorial position or at the axial position. As shown in the figure A and B, it has been observed that when the lone pair of electron is present at the equatorial position, then the repulsion are far less as compared to the lone pair which is present at the axial position, and therefore SF4 molecule acquire structure as shown in the figure B when the lone pair is at the equatorial position. So resulting geometry is a seesaw in shape. So this is the seesaw geometry of SF4 molecule, which is shown in the figure B. So this is the example, and first example, and the next example is ClF3. Name of the compound is chlorine trifluoride. In ClF3, central atom is Cl, atomic number of Cl is 17, and electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p5. So here there are 7 electrons. All halogens have 7 electrons in the valence shell. So these are the 7 electrons present in the valence shell. So here shown by dot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and out of 7 electrons, 3 electrons taking part in the sharing with the electron of the fluorine and forming 3 bond pairs, and remaining electrons are as a lone pair. So here 1, 2, 3 are the bond pairs and 2 are the lone pairs. Total again now electron pairs are 5. So pages of 5 electron pair. Out of 5 electron pair, here pages of 5 electron pair, as we know on the basis of rule number 1, the geometry of the molecule should be again now trigonal bipyramidal. So geometry pages of 5 electron pair, whether it is bond pair or lone pair, the shape of the molecule should be trigonal bipyramidal. And here this molecule contains ClF3 2 lone pairs. As now in case of the ground state, only one unpaired electron is there. Configuration is 3s2, 3p5. So in ground state only one unpaired electron. So these 2 electrons from these 2 orbital is promoted here. And now in this case, now there are 3 unpaired electrons. 1 electron is promoted from this, and so in the excited state there are 3 unpaired electrons. In this case 1s, 3p and 1d orbital again undergo hybridization and forming 5sp3d hybrid orbital of equivalent energy and shape. So these are out of which 2 are the lone pairs. Already these 2 orbitals have the paired electrons. So these are the 2 lone pair and these are the 3 bond pairs, and total 5 electron pairs. Again now pages of 5 electron pair, shape is a trigonal bipyramidal. In case of trigonal bipyramidal, equatorial position and axial positions are there. Now again there are 3 possibilities of placing the electron pair. That is 2 lone pairs are there. So what is the position, whether the lone pair at axial position or equatorial position? So there are 3 possibilities of placing the lone pair of electron. In the figure A, the lone pair is present, one is at axial position, other is at equatorial position. In figure B, both the lone pair are at axial position. In figure C, the lone pair are at, both the lone pair are at equatorial position. So there are 3 possibilities of placing the 2 lone pair of electron. So one at axial, equatorial, both are at axial position and both are at equatorial position. So out of these 3 possibilities, it again now observe that there is a minimum repulsion in case of figure C, and therefore this is the most stable structure, and therefore this structure, because of the presence of 2 lone pair, the shape of this molecule can also be considered as a T shape. This is the T shape, this line and this is line another. So this is a T shape. This bond angle is 87.5, this is 87.5, and here bond length is also shown. So this is the T shape geometry of ClF3 molecule. So here these are the 2 lone pair, and then see the T-shaped structure. This is lone pair, this is also lone pair, and T-shaped structure shown in the figure. So in case of ClF3 molecule, we can say that as shown in the figure, it has been observed that 2 lone pair of electrons are present at the equatorial position. The repulsion are far less as compared to the other 2 structure, and therefore ClF3 acquires structure where both the lone pair of electrons are at equatorial position, and therefore the molecule is said to be have T-shaped structure or geometry with a bond angle of 87.5 degree instead of 90 degree. So this is the T-shaped structure of the ClF3 molecule shown here, and this is the trigonal. So this molecule have trigonal bipyramidal or also have T-shaped structure. So this is hybridization, and pages of how many electron pair? 5 electron pair, out of which 2 are the lone pair. So there are 3 possibilities, and therefore the shape is now can be here in this case there is a minimum repulsion that is maximum stability, and that is why the shape may also be considered as a T-shape because two are the lone pair on the central atom Cl, one pair and electron pair, second lone pair. So this is shown in the orbital where there is a lone pair of electrons. So this is a second example. Next example is xenon tetrafluoride molecule. And in case of xenon tetrafluoride, in this case central atom is xenon and four surrounding atoms are there fluorine. So xenon atom number 54. So the configuration is in the valence shell, configuration is 5s2 5p6. So total 8, this is noble gas, so 8 electrons are there in the valence shell. So 8 electrons shown here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out of 8 electrons, 4 electrons taking part in the sharing with the 4 fluorine atoms electron here and forming 4 bond pair of electron, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 bond pairs and remaining electron are as a lone pair. So again now here, this is one lone pair, this is second. So total electron pairs are 6. So presence of 6 electron pair around the central atom. The geometry is a octahedral in shape. So octahedral geometry is there. Presence of 6 electron pair, out of which 2 are the lone pairs. Now again there are 3 possibilities of placing the 2 lone pair of electron. In the first case, the lone pair, one lone pair at axial and other at equatorial. Here both the lone pair are at equatorial. Here both the lone pair are at axial position. So out of these 3 possibilities A, B and C, the structure C is the most stable because in this case there is a minimum repulsion. And because of this is the most stable structure, and this structure can be shown in this way. So this is the square planar. If you see, because of one lone pair is here, second lone pair on the central atom. So the shape may also be considered as a square planar geometry because 2 are the lone pair on the axial position of the xenon tetrafluoride. So in this case of xenon tetrafluoride, so there are 3 possibilities because 2 lone pair of electrons are present. So out of 3 possibility, in figure A shown, one lone pair present at equatorial position and other at axial position. In case of second B figure, both the lone pair are at equatorial position present diagonally, and in the figure C it is shown both the lone pair are at axial position. So out of these 3 possibility, third possibility shown in the figure C, in which both the lone pair of electrons are present at the axial positions of the octahedral geometry, involves minimum repulsion, that is maximum stability, and therefore geometry C shown in the figure C, that is the square planar geometry, is the most stable geometry for xenon tetrafluoride molecule, in which the 2 bond angles are shown, F xenon F are of the 90 degree. So these 2 are the angles, F xenon F 90 degree. Here this is also of 90 degree. So this is the geometry of the xenon tetrafluoride molecule. So square planar geometry also have, because of the presence of 6 electron pairs, shape is octahedral, but due to the presence of 2 lone pair, the shape is also considered as a square planar geometry. Next example is a shape of xenon difluoride molecule. In case of xenon difluoride molecule, central atom is xenon. Again atom number is 54, configuration is in the valence shell. The configuration is 5s2 5p6. Total 8 electrons are there around the central atom. So these are 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Out of 8 electrons, 2 electrons take part in the sharing with the electrons of fluorine and forming 2 bond pairs. So here are 2 bond pair of electrons. So in this case, this is the Lewis structure and have 2 bond pairs, and remaining electron are as a lone pair. So there are 3 lone pair of electron. Total electron pairs are 5. So 5 electron pair, pages of 5 electron pair, out of which 3 are the lone pair and 2 are the bond pairs. So pages of 5 electron pair, the shape of the molecule is trigonal bipyramidal. Now again there are 3 possibilities, A, B, C. There are 3 possibilities of placing the 3 lone pair of electron. So in the figure A, the one lone pair is at axial position, 2 lone pair is at equatorial position. In figure B, 2 lone pair are at axial position and 1 is at equatorial position. In figure C, 3 lone pair of electrons are at the equatorial position. See 1, 2, 3. all the three equatorial position occupied by lone pair, and here after that what is now here. So this is the shape which is also known as a linear shape. So see here, this is the linear geometry because three equatorial positions occupied by the lone pair. So two fluorine and xenon are in one line. So this is the linear shape or linear geometry. In this case, when there is a linear geometry, the bond angle is of 180 degree. So this is shown, and this bond, both the bond length are of equal 2.0 angstrom unit. So this is the structure of xenon difluoride, and in case of xenon difluoride, geometry is a trigonal bipyramidal, but due to the presence of the lone pair, shape is also considered as a linear shape or linear geometry. So in case of this molecule, we can say that in case of xenon difluoride molecule, the shape is a there are three possibilities, and therefore in figure A it is shown two lone pair at equatorial position and one lone pair at axial position. In figure B, one lone pair at equatorial position and two lone pair at axial position. In figure C, all the three lone pair are present at equatorial position, shown in the figure C. Out of these three positions, the third one, that is shown in the figure C, in which all the three lone pair of electrons are present at the equatorial position of the triangle, involves minimum repulsion, that is maximum stability, and therefore xenon difluoride is a linear molecule or having a bond length 2.0 angstrom unit and bond angle of 180 degree. And in this way, this is the geometry. So pages of electron pair, shape is trigonal bipyramidal, or because of the presence of three lone pair, the shape may also be considered as a linear shape. This is the linear geometry of xenon difluoride. So this is the geometry, and next example is shape of H3O plus molecule. Now in case of H3O plus, what is now central atom is oxygen. In case of H2O plus, central atom is oxygen, and oxygen have configuration, atomic number is 8. Configuration, there are 6 electrons, 2 electrons are in the inner shell and 6 electrons are in the valence shell. But out of 6 electrons now here, 1 electron plus sign is there, 1 plus means 1 electron is lost. So around the oxygen there are 5 electrons. So here 5 electrons are here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So and out of 5, 3 electrons taking part in the bond formation with the 3 hydrogen atoms. So here this is electron of hydrogen and 1 electron of oxygen. So this is the shared electron pair, this is another shared electron pair, third. So 3 hydrogen electron and 3 electrons of oxygen forming 3 bond pair. So in this case there are 3 bond pair, 1, 2, 3, and 1 is a lone pair. So total electron pairs are 4. Because of the 4 electron pair, so in case of H2O plus hydronium ion, in case of this there are 4 electron pair, 3 are the bond pairs and 1 is a lone pair. So presence of 1 lone pair and presence of total 4 electron pair, this is the Lewis structure. Presence of 4 electron pair, the geometry is a tetrahedral, and out of which one of the orbitals contain lone pair of electrons. So in this case, the central atom oxygen have 1 lone pair, and therefore the shape is also considered as a pyramidal shape. This is similar to the ammonia. So what is now here? This is the Lewis structure. This is the tetrahedral structure because the 4 electron pair present, and here because of the presence of 1 lone pair, the shape of this molecule can also be considered as a pyramidal in shape. So we can say that this molecule H3O plus have this pyramidal shape or have the tetrahedral shape. Now in the formation of H3O plus ion, 2 of the valence electron of the oxygen share 2 electron with the 2 hydrogen atom, and 1 pair of electron is there which act as a lone pair. This shows that 1 pair of electron on the oxygen atom as a lone pair. It is important to note that there is a 1 coordinate bond between the lone pair of oxygen atom and the H plus ion. And in case of Lewis structure of H3O plus ion shows that there are 4 pair of electron in the oxygen valence shell, and therefore electron pair geometry of this is the tetrahedral with a bond angle of 109.5 degree, and However, due to the presence of one lone pair, the geometry of the molecule is distorted, and therefore lowering of bond angle is observed, and in this case the bond angle is of 107 degree. It can be explained on the basis of greater the lone pair bond pair repulsion is there, because of that bond angle decreases, and therefore geometry of hydronium ion or H2O plus ion is a pyramidal. So bond angle is of 107 degree, and shape is a pyramidal, and this is the electron that is having tetrahedral geometry. So this is the geometry of H3O plus molecule. So in this case this is the ion formed. Next is the shape of ICl2 molecule. Again, now in ICl2 molecule, central atom is iodine. There are 7 electrons in the valence shell of iodine, and the 7 electrons are shown here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Total 7 electrons are there, and out of 7, 2 minus again are there. So 7 electrons and 2 minus means 2 electrons are added again. So 7 plus 2, 9 electrons are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 electrons are there, and now out of that, so here is 1 minus only, not 2 minus. So iodine is the central atom having 7 electrons, and 1 minus is there. This is ICl2, minus should be here. So 1 minus means 1 electron is added. 7 plus 1, 8. So 8 electrons are here, and 2 electrons taking part in the bond formation with the 2 Cl. So around this, this is one bond pair, this is another bond pair, and 3 are the lone pairs which are present around the iodine atom. So in around the iodine, 7 plus 1, 8 electron, and 2 electron from these 2. So total electrons are here 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So these are the 2 electrons of Cl, and 7 and 8 electrons are there. So total 10 electrons. So here 7 plus 1, 8, and 2 electrons are total 10 electrons are here. See here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1 electron of Cl and 1 electron of iodine forming bond pair. Here 1 electron of Cl, 1 electron of iodine forming another bond pair. This is one lone pair. This is another lone pair. This is third lone pair. So total electron pairs are 5. 2 are the bond pairs and 3 are the lone pairs in ICl2 minus. So there are 5 electron pair, and pages of 5 electron pair. The shape is a trigonal bipyramidal, and out of which 3 electron pair are the lone pairs, and therefore 3 lone pair occupy the position equatorial, and therefore the shape of this molecule can also be considered as a linear shape. This is now here ICl2 minus have linear geometry. So ICl2 minus have the linear geometry, and again now we can write 3 lone pair of electrons are there. There may be 3 possibilities of placing the 3 lone pair in trigonal bipyramidal geometry. 2 at axial position, 1 at equatorial, and 2 at equatorial, and third is axial position. So all the 3 possibilities are there, but third, in case of third, in case of trigonal bipyramidal geometry, all the 3 lone pair when placed at the equatorial positions are having minimum repulsion, and it is the most stable structure. So the 3 lone pair are at equatorial position, and therefore pages of 3 lone pair, the geometry of ICl2 minus ion is considered as a linear geometry or linear shape. And now next is the shape of SO3 molecule. Now in case of SO3, sulfur is the central atom, and atom number sulfur is 16. Configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p4. There are 6 electrons in the valence shell. So 6 electrons shown, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out of these 2 electrons donate and forming the coordinate bond with the oxygen. These 2 electrons taking part in the sharing and forming the coordinate bond with this oxygen. And these 2 electrons overlap with the oxygen electron, 2 electrons forming a sulfur oxygen double bond. So there are 3 bond pairs. One bond pair, second, this is double bond. So there are 3 bond pair of electron, and structure can be shown here. See now here, this is the dative bond or the coordinate bond, this is another coordinate bond, this is the double bond. So 3 bondings are there, and this is the Lewis structure of SO3 molecule, and because of the 3 electron pair, the shape is a trigonal planar. Out of these, 2 are the coordinate bond and 1 is a double bond. So this is the trigonal planar geometry of SO3 molecule. So in case of SO3, we can say that geometry is a triangle planar or plane triangle, and in this case this is a simple geometry observed in case of SO3. So in this SO3 molecule, one double bond and two coordinate bond are there according to the Lewis structure. So in this case there are three bond pairs of electron and no lone pair of electron. Because multiple bonds are counted as a single bond, therefore the structure of the molecule is a trigonal planar structure. So this is the geometry of SO3 molecules, and no lone pair, all other three bond pairs. There is double bond but considered as a single bond, considered as single. So this is the structure, and the next example is shape of the SO2 molecule, sulfur dioxide. In case of SO2, again now central atom is sulfur, atom number is 16, configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p4. 6 electrons are there in the valence shell, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and out of these there is a one coordinate bond with the oxygen, and here 2 electrons involved in the sharing and forming double bond with the oxygen, and 2 electrons are remain as a lone pair. Again now there are, in this structure of Lewis structure, there are 2 bond pairs and 1 lone pair, and total electron pairs are 3. Therefore the shape is a trigonal planar again, but 1 is a lone pair, and therefore the shape may also be shown in this way. That is, this is double bond, this is dative bond, and this is the lone pair. So this shape is also considered bent shape or angular shape or V shape of SO2 molecule. So we can say that this shape is a V shape structure of the molecule, and therefore SO2 is a bent shape or angular shape shown in the figure. So in case of this, there is one dative bond and one coordinate bond. Due to the 3 pair of electrons in SO2, geometry should be trigonal planar according to the VSE pair theory. But one of the 3 vertices of the triangle is occupied by lone pair. Therefore, the shape of SO2 molecule is angular, or it is bent, or V-shaped structure. And bond angle in case of this is a 120 degree. And so here structure is shown, and in which the bond angle is of 120 degree. So these are the examples. The geometry or shape of the molecule can be explained on the basis of VSE pair theory. So we should have to know how many electron pairs are present, whether bond pairs or lone pair, and if there are lone pairs, then there is a minimum repulsion, in which case it is observed. So the structure in which the minimum repulsion is there, in that case it is the stable structure of the molecules. So today we have discussed about the sulfur tetrafluoride, ClF3 molecule, chlorine trifluoride molecules, xenon tetrafluoride, xenon difluoride, SO3 molecule, SO2 molecule, H3O plus hydronium ion, and also ICl2 minus ion. So these are the some examples which can, the geometry of these molecules can be explained on the basis of VSE pair theory, or also possible to explain on the basis of hybridization. So today we stop here, and remaining some more example we can explain on the basis of VSE pair theory. And if you like this video, then subscribe the channel.